So, we're just starting a graphic memoir, and the reading this week will help you think about narrative memoirs and how they work. In a nutshell, you're picking an event from your life that you want to share, and it's really important that you think of something that has some depth to it. It doesn't have to be a huge moment, it could be a small moment that had some learning or insight. Um, and then the graphic aspect of it just simply means that you can use visuals in your memoir as well. So we'll be taking a look at some examples this week, but we're going to brainstorm first. So I want you to pick one of these options. You can either do a story life map, which has images from your life that could each stand for a topic for your graphic memoir, or the biograph. On the biograph, you have the zero line, and then you can put the years there and you chart highs and lows from your life. So essentially, what you're doing in this brainstorming, you're really trying to find something that you feel comfortable to share with the group, and really pick an event from your life to focus on for your graphic memoir. So on the left, the story life map, I started in my preschool years and then went chronologically and kind of ended with an engagement. And so the first one has to do with a fairyland preschool story that I have. The second has to do with a poem I wrote about a bunny. The third has to do with a bar competition between boys and girls. A pair of pinstripe pants where I got made fun of at school, or having someone challenge me to an after school fight because I beat her in our seat for the clarinet and the band. So all of these things, softball stories are there too, teaching stories. All of these things are potential aspects for a story. The biograph has the same aim, but a slightly different route to get there. And so I started back in the 80s because I'm older than most all of you. And my brother graduated and left home. And that was a really hard time in my life because I was trying to figure out kind of who I was. And he was a part of my identity. So that might be an idea. I'm graduating from high school, student teaching, getting a first teaching job, a breakup I had, or a job change. And I actually got engaged on the TV show The View. So that would be a story. So once again, you pick one or the other, and then you do in a little bit more detail what I just did. I talk through each of these ideas with someone. I see how easy or challenging it is to talk about the ideas. I think about the tone. Do I want to be serious? Do I want to be silly? What do I feel is okay sharing with the others? And what about pictures? Do I have pictures or not? Some of my softball stories, I have done a graphic memoir on that, and I'll share it with you next week, or in 2 weeks. I had a hard time because I didn't have a lot of pictures of that. So the pictures don't have to be mine, they just have to be visuals. And I have to make that decision if that matters. So, what I want you to do is then discuss your brainstorming with someone, talk through the ideas. What points could you talk about easily? What might have some insight or lessons learned? Memoir pieces are usually composed in a way that the audience easily grasps what's happening. So really think about why this event would matter to you, because that might end up being a great conclusion as well.